or them. So, how about we take the road north, see if we can find some of the supplies, if there's any left, bring them back.
Hey.
Then everyone gets a clear conscience. We all get food.
Aaron, no!
I mean, survival situations, you know?
Aaron!
Do not eat the Hagen. He is big, but he does not have a lot of edible meat.
No,
You'll
the
get fucking
not
rabies.
the Hagen.
The bear!
I know damn well that you would look at Hagen and just try to eat him.
You're eating
Sick
with your
bastard.
eyes!
Cannibal pirate, you.
4 arms.
What
I knew 2 people would get that joke at least.
What about their legs? They don't need those.
So,
Oh boy.
But
I mean,
the
that's
only thing we have to worry about is the code itself.
but we don't
Since-
know where that cart could be,
Aye,
or
but,
even if that shipment is even nearby.
but Ilona, she's, can get us food, so what we need is just really warm clothing. Otherwise, we're just gonna freeze.
You can try to see if the village has anything they can spare. Even
I
for a
doubt
price.
Gold isn't edible.
well, you
Or is-
basically see that, you guys have been to the inn before, so you guys remember this. He had tons of, like, liquor that was, beautifully on a shelf behind him. He had, coats hanging up for traders to sell. Not winter coats, but, that kind of leather coats are good against rain and such.
You can lay that.
And this display of all the different, what's it called, rations he had, because he was proud of them. But the liquor stand behind him is entirely empty. Like, you can see it has been distributed across the whole tavern. All the coats are gone that was hanging there. There's like all the showcase rations are gone. It's very
Right.
clearly like picked apart.
What the hell?
So Aaron will plead others to
Die.
no
Aw.
to maybe they're going to go out there and try to brave the storm and try to fix this. If there's any spare kind of just some kind of coat, just any just spare item that, like, she's not asking them to just go naked or just get rid of like everything. She's just like, if you have any, like, just as a collective they could maybe form one entire cold weather outfit for each of them if she pleaded.
Roll,
So she's-
roll persuasion. You have disadvantage.
Still not bad.
Good exhaustion. I mean, people get swayed by their words, but most of them are here with their entire families, and they just look at their kids as they kind of hold between each other and give just an apologetic shaking of their head. Most of the people.
Like, among 400 people, she can't get. Okay.
200 people.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's the people inside the tavern, and then you have the few people in the guardhouse. Then you have the how many houses were it again? And you have the rest of the people in the 8 small cottage-like houses. That are stacked up next to each other.
Mhm.
So I mean,
Hmm. Are the elder people still here?
The elders.
yeah, they're resting,
the
but
little
yeah.
choir. Oh, they
The
resting in
choir was
sleep.
more than the video file sounded like it was.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot of old people.
Yeah.
400 of them.
Oh
90%
boy.
of the population is old.
So I was thinking of maybe questioning on like maybe historical contexts of the nursery rhyme. See if we could glean knowledge from it.
Oh, you can try.
Be persuasion, maybe.
Most of them are resting, but you know, it's if you can, you know, call out to them, they don't look that well. Even though those that, you know, sang the nursery rhyme for you.
I won't. I'll try to go to them instead of calling them over. That'd just be rude. If they're so exhausted, they'd rather rest.
Well, you can roll out just a persuasion just to see like how much empathy you can like come across, like how cold you are.
Morals.
What did you get from the Tales of Adventure, by the way?
Not
Uh,
persuasion.
6, so I got history.
Yeah.
Well, you managed to call out to them at least. They kind of they don't really say hello. They kind of look tiredly against you and nod their head.
I was just perhaps wondering, the nursery rhyme that some of you sang earlier, is there perhaps some context to it you could, I don't know, tell us about? Maybe it could help?
It's it's just what the older, you know, the elder people have taught us. And now when we are older, we see something like this. It's time to pass that knowledge on.
Hmm. Well, thank you, I guess. Hmm. Could I try history on the name Grisk, maybe?
You can. And well, they continue to explain like it's just been a nursery rhyme that has been going on for like several hundred years and passed down in this entire area of Cormantor.
Hmm.
And it's just a way to respect the winter. Most
See.
people took it as it can, you know, be you know be slow in approaching, but when it starts, it gets kind of cold.
I see. Well, thank you.
As for your own knowledge, nothing really comes up at the moment. You think this is pretty
Correct.
obscure. It's not like the whole continent of Faerun knows about this.
I'll just sit back down again. Return to think.
Okay.
Hmm.
So she tried gathering some from other families. Is there? She's gonna ask the innkeeper if there's any like spare coats or anything he has downstairs or any just like anything he can spare for them while as they go out.
Unfortunately, sir, the guard captain took everything that I hadn't already given away to the people that needed it in here.
Should I
Oh,
actually, should I actually roll a heal check to see if I managed to help any of the guards?
Sure.
Aaron's going to ask where the guard captain is, and then go see him.
He's inside trying to take care of his men in the guard building.
Should be a medicine check, wouldn't it?
Yes, medicine.
Okay. So, sorry. Go on.
Nah, I just get one up from your time. I mean, it takes a lot of time getting these people back to even being able to walk.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got one man who barely can stand up again.
Out of
So,
how many?
Let me see. So there's 10 more without the guard captain still lying in bed.
Oh boy.
So Aaron's going to get up and leave the inn and walk out towards the guard barracks or whatever. Where
It's more like a normal building. It's not. I mean, it's large enough to house 20 people sleeping in it, but it's not like a oppressive building, if that makes any sense. It has a little watchtower, makeshift watchtower next to its entrance, where a
Right.
guard is standing up on top of it and keeping watch.
well, she's going to just trudge through the snow and just enter. And
There's no guard at the entrance blocking you or anything.
right, and so she's going to go in and she's going to try to and I assume she could find the guard cat.
Yeah, he's just going around without his armor on or his equipment on, caring for his guards, basically.
Right. She'll keep in mind she's still wearing winter clothing. So she's kind of huddled up herself, and she's like, she'll kind of go up to him and she'll be like, she'll make some small talk at first. She'll be like, keep it cool, eh?
He just looks at you.
Yeah, all right. Well, me and the others, we think, well, we don't know if it'll work, but it's the best chance we got, and we might know a way to end this. But the thing is, we can't go out in the current gear we have. We'll freeze to death before we can make it there in time. So I was told you kept all the coats and everything here in this town, and
Yeah, all the guards on patrol are wearing it right now.
right. So I know this is a lot to ask, but if you could just supply us with enough to go out there and not freeze on our own, just enough. And I know it's a lot to ask, but
That means
you'll die. Do what?
That means taking 6 people off the watch, keeping the walls.
But what are you hoping to defend against? Everything else is dead out there. It's frozen. And look at it this way. You have 4 days left of food. 4 days, and that's if you ration it out really scantily.
Rule position. He's not ignoring you, whatever. He's just very worried for the current situation. It wasn't.
Oh no, it's completely understandable.
You still have disadvantage, you have to keep in mind.
We're the only chance you have.
I can spare 4. He says.
Well, there's 6 of us.
I know, but we have to have those guards up. We don't fucking know what this is.
Please, please, just 2 more, and what are 2 other guards going to do in this kind of weather?
I'm just gonna roll. I'll roll here. Well, I'm not a gambling man, ma'am. One of my guards